Before we get into this one, drop a quick hi in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. It really helps the channel. Now let's begin. Tucked between a repair shop and a supply depot on the edge of Lunar City sat a diner nobody noticed. The blue plate wasn't much to look at, easy to miss among the gleaming towers and transit tubes of humanity's most prosperous colony off Earth. But for Tyler Grant, it was everything he had left. Tyler wiped his hands on his apron and stared through the diner's scratched view screen. Earth hung in the black sky like a blue marble, half hidden behind a comms array. Business had been dead for months, ever since the massive Galactic Assembly complex on the far side of the moon pulled all the foot traffic away. At 35, after a culinary career on Earth that had quietly fallen apart, this diner was supposed to be his second chance. Lately, it felt like it was slipping through his fingers too. Then the door chimed. 3 small figures shuffled in, not human, standing about 4 feet tall, with smooth pale blue skin, shifting iridescent patterns, and large silver eyes without pupils. They were unmistakably Cyrillan, a species from near the galactic core. Tyler had seen aliens on the news since first contact 5 years earlier, but never one wandering into his rundown diner alone, let alone 3 children. "We have credits," the tallest said, her translation pendant giving the words a mechanical warmth. "We require sustenance." Tyler didn't have Cyrillan nutrition memorized, so he checked his tablet. Avoid dairy, avoid nightshades, otherwise mostly compatible with Earth food. He made them grilled chicken, rice, and steamed vegetables. The tallest took one bite, and her eyes went wide. "Pleasurable," she said. "The texture and flavor are harmonious." She introduced herself as Ayla, and her siblings as Mirren and Tasso. When Tyler asked what brought them so far from the assembly complex, they tensed. "Our caretaker is occupied," Ayla said carefully. "We were curious about human settlements." It didn't add up, but Tyler let it go. Kids wandering off from busy parents, human or alien, some things translate. They came back the next day, and the next. Soon there were 4 of them, then more, different Cyrillan children rotating through the booths every afternoon, devouring stews, sandwiches, stir-fry, and, their favorite, anything with fruit and honey. Tyler noticed they always avoided saying much about their parents, and that they'd started asking for extra food to go. "For those who cannot come here," Ayla explained, "take out for 7 more, then more after that." One day Tyler's diner account pinged. A deposit larger than 3 months of normal earnings. "Did you do this?" he asked. "We require your continued food preparation," Ayla said simply. "This ensures your establishment remains operational." They'd apparently run the numbers on his failing business and decided to fix it. Tyler wouldn't take the money without answers. The kids finally agreed to show him. The next day he followed a group of them through the transit tubes, deep into the industrial sector, to a hidden door in what looked like an abandoned warehouse. Inside were over 40 Cyrillan children, some barely toddlers, living on thin bedding and ration nutrition paste. An older boy named Varric explained it plainly. The assembly's housing and food went first to high-status officials' families. Everyone else's kids got the leftovers. "It is our system," he said, like that settled it. Tyler didn't see a system. He saw neglected children. He started waking before dawn to cook double batches, hauling meals to the warehouse on a cargo cart before opening the diner. His accounts kept mysteriously refilling from an untraceable source, so he upgraded his kitchen and hired help to keep the front of house running while his real work happened in secret. 2 weeks in, Lunar Security began sweeping the industrial sector. Varric warned him. If the children were discovered receiving unauthorized help from a human, it could spark a diplomatic incident. Within minutes, they were evacuating 42 kids through maintenance corridors, cramming them into Tyler's delivery van and the Blue Plate's back rooms, then moving them again after dark to a vacant restaurant. Tyler talked the owner into renting out quietly. By midnight, all 42 children were settled into their new hideout. Ayla lingered as Tyler was leaving. "Why do this?" she asked. "Because no kid should go hungry," he told her. "Human, Cyrillan, doesn't matter." 3 days later, everything changed. Varric burst in, panicked. "High Command is coming." Before Tyler could ask what that meant, 2 armored guards entered. followed by a tall Cyrillian woman in an impossibly elegant, light-shifting uniform and a crystalline crown. Every child in the room dropped to one knee. Tyler recognized her face instantly. It was Ayla's face, older, harder, unmistakably related. "I am Supreme Counselor Viziria," she said, her translator rendering flawless English, "sovereign of the Cyrillian Concordat. And you, human, have been feeding my children." Tyler's stomach dropped. These weren't just some diplomat's kids. They were the ruler's own. He didn't back down. "Your kids have been sneaking out for weeks to feed dozens of others living in a warehouse. How did you not know?" Viziria's guards stiffened at his tone, but she raised a hand, letting it go. She picked up one of his fruit pastries, tasted it, and went quiet. Then she sat, an alien empress, setting aside formality at a folding table in a converted restaurant, and asked Tyler to explain himself. He told her everything. His failed career, his dying diner, the kids who'd wandered in Hungary and given him purpose again. "Children come first," he said. "Not politics, not hierarchy." He asked her plainly when she'd last spent real time with her own kids. 37 days, she admitted. Something in her shifted. She walked over to Ayla, placed a hand on her head, a gesture of open approval, and said quietly that perhaps human ideas about family deserved a closer look. Then she asked Tyler for something he never expected, to address the entire Galactic Assembly. 2 days later, in a chamber built for beings far grander than a moon diner cook, Tyler stood before dozens of alien delegations and told them the truth as simply as he knew it. He hadn't fed these children to prove anything about humanity. He'd fed them because they were hungry, and because to him, a hungry kid is a hungry kid, no matter what star they were born under. Some species judged humans too young, too emotional, too tribal for full galactic standing. Tyler told them that was exactly backward, that seeing every child as worth the same care wasn't some rare human trait, it was just what humans did. Viziria rose beside him and, to gasps across the chamber, formally proposed full participatory status for humanity in the Galactic Assembly, plus a new cross-species child welfare initiative, co-led by humans and Cyrillians. 6 months later, the blue plate was triple its old size, half restaurant, half headquarters for that same initiative, staffed by human and alien chefs alike. Ayla and her siblings visited constantly, no longer sneaking, welcomed openly now, sometimes with their mother trailing behind under the polite cover of official oversight. Tyler still cooked every single day. He'd gone from a man losing his diner to a man about to travel to 17 star systems, apple crisp recipe in tow, because one afternoon he'd looked at 3 hungry alien kids and simply made them lunch. That was really the whole lesson. You feed the hungry kid because they're hungry. Everything else, the diplomacy, the politics, the galaxy watching, that's just cosmic dessert. If you made it this far, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Good or bad, it helps the channel grow. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one, and I've left another video on screen I think you'll enjoy. Big hug, and see you in the next one.